Hi all, this is Madhumathi, Assistant Professor from Department of Food Technology, SNS College of Technology. So in this video, I would like to share a topic, something about agribusiness. So what do you mean by agribusiness? So from agriculture only we are deriving the term that is agribusiness. So coming to what is agriculture, as we all know, it is one of the art and science of crop and the livestock production. We call it as the agriculture. So coming to the agribusiness. So business is nothing but from this picture itself we can conclude it as there are various forms and also there are various ways in which we can give an income for the farmers. So agribusiness includes not only those that farm the land but also from the people and the firms that they provide the inputs. For example, from the field we can sell the seeds, chemicals, etc., and we can process also the output, that is the milk, grain, meat from the livestock production, and we can also manufacture few food products such as ice creams, bread, breakfast cereals, and transport and sell the food products to the consumers, like we can consume to restaurants or even the hypermarkets. So this evolution plays the major role. That is, initially it was easy for anyone to become a farmer, but the productivity was much low and they were totally self-sufficient, and they also produced most of the inputs they needed for the production, such as the seeds, animals, feed, and the simple farm equipments needed for land. And the farm families also processed the commodities they grow to make their own food and the clothing. And also they consumed everything that they produced, and small amount was just sold for cash. And also they were these were used to feed and clothe the minor portion of the country's population that lived in villages and the cities. And also coming to the export market potential, they made their own way into the export market and were sold to the buyers in the other countries. And then seeing about the agricultural input sector, with the increased profitability, these farmers began to purchase inputs they formerly made from themselves, and these others to build the business that focused on meeting the need for inputs that are used in production agriculture, and these all made up agricultural input sector. And also input farms, they categorize the major part of the agribusiness itself. So coming to the processing, so we may wonder what is processing. So it's nothing but they are making converting the raw materials into commodities to sell in the markets. That is a commodity processing and the food manufacturing, that it makes more convenient for the consumers. So technological advances were being made in food preservation method also, and food processing made it possible to get these commodities all throughout the year. So a few farm producers, they were used with many emerging food processing technologies, such that to make them to extend or to store it for a certain period of time, so that consumers may avail throughout the period whenever they are in need. And they also themselves purchased food and fiber products rather than doing the processing themselves. And also what do you mean by the processing sector is nothing but that meets the consumers' demand for a greater processing and convenience, and constitute a major part of agribusiness. We call it as a processing sector. So in a whole, this agribusiness, this term was coined by John H. Davis of Harvard University in 1955. So in this picture itself, we can clearly design the agribusiness system. That is, what are all the sectors that comes under the agribusiness. Is the first is the agriculture input sector, production, then processing, manufacturing sector. Okay, so the main thing, the success of this type of system will come into practice only when proper functioning of the other two, that is the production, processing, and manufacturing. When it occurs proper, then this agribusiness is a success. Next, this, as I told, it is a concept encompasses the whole range of activities from the agro input manufacturing to marketing the processed food for the ultimate customer. And the nature of this successful agribusiness is nothing but, like today's business, we all know, is much competitive and complex due to the change of fashion taste by the consumers on the other hand, also introduction of substitute and much cheaper but competitive goods on the other. So we can see in day to day that there are many competition between many competitors. So based on this, the agribusiness may succeed based on how the today's business we are meeting it in this competitive world. So important requisites needs for success is, first we have to set a clean objective, that is the objective must be much clearly defined and realistic, and planning, that's nothing but a pre-planned plan of action. That is starting with any business, a plan of action plays a much important role. Then of course it should be like a sound organization in such that the combination of the business with the men, machine, material, money, and management should be like well planned. And other thing is the research also, it is like a main important role. It should be systematic, and we should be keeping on updating ourselves in the new technologies based on the consumer approach, and also like what is the market strategy. So based on that, the research plays a role. And then finance estimates its financial requirements, that is what are all the financial requirements are needed for the company. Then proper plant layout, layout and size, location, efficient management, then cordial relationships with the workers. So this is about the agribusiness management. Thank you all.